Hi there, my name is Paul Taylor, and I'm going to talk just ever so briefly about how the good newspaper can be used. It says in Romans in the New Testament, the gospel is the power of God unto salvation. It literally means that when we share the gospel, the good news about Jesus, that people get convinced or have a revelation of who he is by us simply telling them who he is and what he's done. And this paper, of course, is a great tool for introducing people to knowing Jesus and knowing about him and hearing people's stories. So let's just talk about the different ways in which we can use this paper. For example, we can use this paper literally just to pass it on to a friend or family member, someone that we're close to, and just pass it on to them to get them to read it. Another way that we can do this, as I've done here in this town, is I began to pray for all the shops here in the town and then began to deliver either monthly or bi-monthly, go into the shop and give it for the staff. So I actually say to them, I've got some good news for you. And I'll pass the paper on to them and let them read it. And the amazing thing is people are reading this paper and begin to think about the truth about who Jesus is. Another way of doing it is by praying over an area, a road or an estate, and delivering the paper through the doors for a couple of months, and then actually calling onto the houses and asking them if they've read the paper, if they've got any views about it, and having a discussion about the paper and about, again, sharing the gospel of Jesus with them. Another way to do it is to deliver a pile of these papers with the permission of the people concerned, for example, the food bank. So I deliver a bunch of these papers into the food bank, and they then distribute the paper with food when they're delivered in people's homes. Another way to do it is to leave it in a barber's. So I go regularly have my hair cut, believe it or not. And when I go into the barber's there, I'll leave some on the counter or on one of the chairs. So there's numerous ways in which this paper can be used. And last year we used it on a mission in the town here, where we actually got some banners made up with good news for everyone on the banners. And then we had a team of people going around, talking to people and handing out this paper. And then where it was appropriate, we got into conversation about the reality of Jesus Christ, why he died on the cross, he rose again, he's alive today, and shared the simple good news with people. And for some, we were able to pray for them, pray for healing, and introduce them to him. So this paper can be used, that's just a few of the ways, but I want to encourage you to pray and to ask the Lord, how does he want you to use this paper? And you'll find that because it's monthly, it always has new stories, it's regular, and if you do it regularly with a group of people, they'll begin to, if they're interested, they'll begin to read, and God will do his work of introducing them to the fact that they need to be saved, they need to turn away from their sin and be born again. So that's what this paper is all about, and I encourage you, use it, buy some, get some delivered to you and use it regularly as we are doing. It can be used by individuals, it can be used by small groups, it can be used by a larger sort of church gathering, but use it on mission. It's a great tool. Thank you for listening.